Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of Terraria 1.3. This is episode 4, and as you can see, our house has a couple new additions to it. Number one, I wanted to introduce these couple of extra housing units just so in case we run into any NPCs and caves or anything like that, they'd have someplace to live right off the bat. And number two, it's also going to allow us to have sort of a larger, broad-scale approach to building chunks of different environments. So if I wanted to now, I have the ability to take two of these housing blocks and make one big chunk out of them that'll still be symmetrical and even. So then I can use that for different environment things, and maybe I can make it too tall, or rather 2 units tall, as well as the 2 wide. So, you know, it should add a little bit of irregularity to the house that'll still be within the boundaries of control as we go up. So that's what I'm looking forward to doing with regard to building. How about let's talk about today's plans. We've got to get to the right. So it looks like there's a little bit more unclaimed ground over there. There's also this little branching off path that maybe I want to investigate. I'm considering it anyway. Maybe we'll just head over in that direction, pop down there, have a quick look, and see if it's something worth bothering with. Also, this looks like a whale. Just noticed. I don't know if you can see that too, but there's a tail right there. It's a little bit bent. It sort of goes from like a whale tail into a crude boot. But that's just, you know, my observation for today. Shall we be off while it's still daylight? It's actually fairly early in the day, so might as well capitalize on that. And hopefully today will yield some of those majestic Hermes boots that I was talking about before. I really need to get my feet into some of those. So, that's really my main hope. We want to keep discovering more artifacts, or accessories rather, and we also want to get our head around some more HP ups. Obviously, very important stuff. As far as progression, our cactus armor is not going to really hold us for particularly long. I'd really like to get out of that soon too, so, you know, obviously ore is on the list as well. And like I said, we're just going to pop down here real quick and have a quick look, see if it's worth bothering, or if I should just keep going. Shouldn't take more than just a moment here to pop down. We are now in the area of the whale. Beautiful. And I believe this is it right here. Yeah, that doesn't look as good as it looked on the map. But it does look like it looks on the map, so I don't know what happened there. We're just gonna pop a bomb and just see if just by chance there might be more on the other side of it. Oh, well, there is something underneath. Alright, so maybe we could make some use of this still. That's probably a bad idea. Almost got myself in trouble there. So we blew some of the lighting out of the back here, the background. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but we'll see. Oh, I should mention, too, people have been mentioning that the mapping was bound to characters. You're right, that was totally my bad. I didn't realize that when I said it. I did a quick run-through of the map to see if it was worth bothering with my, my flying character. And I didn't look in any of the caves or anything, I just kind of jaunted over the landscape to get a layout of it, and that's why the map didn't carry over. So that's totally not the game, that's on me. The thing about the quick stack, though, that was actually a real issue when they patched it already, so that's already gone. There was actually an update since yesterday's episode, so we'll see if that affects anything today. And that'll keep happening. There's going to keep being updates over the course of the Let's Play that are maybe going to change how things work as we get into them. But what did we get today? Lucky spike shoes. Alright, well those pair up pretty nicely with the climbing claws, I guess. Not exactly what I wanted, but it works. Also, I haven't mentioned this yet, but I did find out about the favorite button in inventory, so we can click this to put a star over things, and it puts this little neat intaglio around the edge of the border of this box here. And it basically keeps us from quick stacking stuff by accident if we don't want to, which is, you know, kind of a nice little feature. It's going to save us a little bit of heartache over time. Not a lot, but a little bit. And I value that. Also, did I ever show you? There's also this other equipment menu here under this little, the chain here. And it's got a spot for a pet. It's got a light pet, so like little bobbers that follow you around. Minecart, apparently you can customize your minecart, your mount, and a grappling hook. And each of these take their own inventory slot now, so it's not going to be in the way of the other stuff. Also, you can dye everything, of course. Cool. Looks good. So let's break up all this stuff here and see if there's anything more worth seeing. I also made a couple more chests since yesterday. Just because I saw that my inventory is growing at a very rapid pace already and I wanted to get ahead of it if possible. I'm sure we're going to have a lot more to make over time, so I'm gonna have to do some restructuring many times over. Not a big deal. I expect to do this stuff. It's just how it works. Well, I feel a bit bad now. I was planning on just popping down for a second, maybe, seeing what was up, and then going back up so we still had daylight to look to the right. Well, we might still do it anyway after this point here. We're just gonna see if after this iron ore, if it keeps going, and it looks like it does. Uh-oh. Alright, what do we have going on? Shed a little light on the situation, perhaps. Oh yeah, a little bit more tin ore, it looks like. Not anything too fancy, but there's still more cave here to explore, perhaps. Let's toss a bomb in there. I'm making pretty liberal use of the explosives. I think it's just gonna save us time, honestly. Plus, it's just fun to watch things explode, right? I think it is, anyway. Gotta watch that, the magic mirror. You know what would be kind of cool, and maybe this is just me, but if it froze the game when you use the magic mirror and said, do you really want to use the magic mirror once? Like, because a lot of the time you do it to get out of a sticky situation. Sometimes you just do it because you want to get back from wherever you were standing, and also sometimes you just don't mean to do it at all. Maybe you just had it in your hotbar. I know a lot of people tell me, like, I should be just using the active use thing from the inventory, and perhaps that's something you can even do with magic mirrors. I'm not entirely sure, but I have the pause thing enabled, so that way when I'm looking at my inventory, the game pauses, and it looks like we're solid now. So yeah, I can't actually do that thing, and everybody tells me to do it all the time, but it doesn't actually work. So just be aware. Be advised. Alright, it looks like that's going to be the end of our cave there. Let's just grab a tungsten chandelier. Again, I wish I could break these chandeliers down and use their raw materials for other things. Chandeliers are definitely not high-order priority when it comes to things I want to use tungsten for. But I guess that doesn't really matter, because I'm sure we'll find other stuff later. Oh, I'm trying to break this thing, and there's the pedestal up on top of it, so that doesn't work. And there's a worm there, which I don't have a net still. I've got to make a net. Oh, does it shows new objects in your inventory. That's handy. I didn't even notice that before. Please tell me. Yes, I do have ropes here. Good. I don't think we need the magic mirror at the moment, so let's pump this up. I know about rope coils. I can throw them at walls, and it'll kind of unfurl, which could be handy in certain situations, but I'm okay for now. Just with the traditional ropeatries. That's not a thing. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna walk into that slime. I did make an easy way to get out of this cave, right? I can't remember if last time I just magic mirrored out. I think I may have, actually. So, yeah, I guess we'll do the rope thing this time. This actually is a good thing for a rope coil, and yeah, let's do it. Provided I can craft it from here, which I can. Takes 10 ropes. Apparently from that bar you can't actually swap things out, which is a little strange. So let's do one of those. Perfect. There you go. I've demonstrated its use and that I can comprehend how to use this object. I'll just grab this little nugget of rope. It's so cute how they turn into a little knot at the end, isn't it? Just a little knot that you can grab. Alright, let's go up and to the right. Oh, if it wasn't faster, just magic mirror and come back around. Oh, is there something... I still have a freaking slot open, don't I? Why didn't I just put this directly in? I don't know what I'm thinking there. But yeah, I'm all clawed up. I'm like a Wolverine now. Awesome. That's exactly what I needed. So, is this where we stopped walking? Apparently. I think we stopped right at the entrance to this little above-ground cave. I wish there were more complex above-ground caves than just these little tubes that we find ourselves in. I mean, I'm sure they can generate, but it seems to be pretty rare that they show up. Oh, this is neat. Alright, so maybe there's a little cave to the bottom left. Not entirely sure yet, but we're gonna grab this bit of iron ore out of the wall. I mean, may as well smash these two pots too, get some silver. Vine ropes. Didn't really have too much trouble getting around before the addition of all these rope variations, so I wonder why they prioritized making so many of those. Well, no matter. It's probably not that big of a deal. So, will this get us close to armor? I don't remember where we were in terms of nuggets. I think we still had a little ways to go yet. Is it really already almost dark? Oh my god, the days go by so fast. And I'll just do the wrong thing here and just pop all these open. Alright. And all the slimes have disappeared down that hole. I guess we may as well toss one of these in there. Oh. Big surprise, those all settled in the same spot. Good, great, fantastic. How about a bomb, actually? Save us a second or two. Well, you're not really helping too much. Okay, great. Let's keep going then. I was hoping one of them would just find the right channel there and just kind of thread the needle down all the way in. That does not seem to be the case. And now all the slimes have come back. I hope that doesn't mean it's a dead end. It might. Okay, there we go. And more slimes coming in from behind. Oh man, it totally is a dead end. Alright, I might still bomb it anyway just to see if there's more stuff behind it. I want to make as many cavernous opportunities as possible. How unfortunate. Alright, so there we go. Looks like there's sparks going all the way down, and I see very little in the way of evidence that there are more caves beneath. Just trying to make this quick on all of us here. Alright, well there's a little bit of stuff to mine anyway. That is what we're after all. I thought for a second it was platinum. It looked brighter than the other ones. Probably just in my head. And any evidence again? I don't see any. But alright, well let's do a little bit more of the same here. I guess we've got to make our own opportunities now. I'm going to need to find some more bombs, because apparently I'm going to run through them fairly quickly. Jeez, all the way down here, huh? And still nothing else. Oh, there we go. I stopped one bomb shy of something. Looks like water. To the right, though. Any opportunities we can get to not land in a pile of water would be fantastic. I still can't swim, unfortunately. Love to remedy that. Cool. Alright, this looks like something. Maybe. A little bit of tin, and what's in the water here? Doesn't look like a whole lot of anything. Just another little... Oh, what are you doing? You're getting stuck in all the walls now? How rude. Just saying, I was thinking in my head, I was like, I hope bombs still work underwater. I'm pretty sure I tested that already. Not sure where I'm going with this. I just want to see what happens. Yeah, nothing. Alright, so we're probably better off going up here then. And that sucks. Alright, well, now we know. A little bit of tin ore, and that's about it. So, let's maybe go back up then. And see about, still, if we can investigate over to the right. I know we're going to get in zombie territory now. It's bound to happen eventually. I've got a spear, I can hold my own against them, no big deal. I think at this point it's not that big of a deal anyway. And the vines I can snag right onto the background, so that's handy. And not too painful, actually, getting back out. Alright, vine ropes, you've proved yourself. Plus, they look kind of natural that way, too, don't they? Kind of blend in. It doesn't feel as much like I've been tampering with the environment. Alright, so we've got a tree fort over here. Zombie's gonna fall on my head if I don't dispatch them beforehand. And what can we expect from this? Well, almost always... in these trees, there seems to be one of those living leaf wands, and a table and a chair and a wooden chest. So, I'm sure we'll find one of those. And it'll be awesome, because it actually won't be awesome. We really don't need any more of that stuff at all. Oh my god, eyeballs, please! Why am I not using my enchanted boomerang for this? I don't know. Be speeding this up quite a bit. And down we go. I'm hoping when we get to the bottom of tree land that perhaps we'll get lucky. Oh, there's a little bit of ore over here. Oh, well, you could go in the easy way, I suppose. I was hoping we'd get lucky and there might be a nice big cave at the bottom of it. This is like a nice portal to get us through. Yeah, every single one of these seems to have a living wood wand and a leaf wand. Alright, well, I'll take it all anyway. I'll probably get rid of them, because I've done that a few times now. But now that we're starting to build up a little bit of infrastructure for our chest area, like we can actually store all of these varieties of different items, and that's kind of the goal. And that's why I'm not expanding on my house too much yet, because I'm going to wait until I have a surplus of all that stuff, and then I need to go nuts and be creative and all that. Alright, what's up here? More torches. Game keeps you really filled up with torches. It's handy, I guess. Rather have too many torches than not enough. And it looks like the zombie's gonna spend the rest of its days in the wall. Like Jon Snow. Oh. Oh, 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 oh! Stop! Holy balls, get off me! That was awful. I just took so many hits from that stupid zombie jumping up and down. What's in here? I think this is just a little like a little crack or crevice, but it's not gonna lead to anything good. Just want to check. A little bit of ore back there, sure. We could look into this. Gotta investigate where we can. Tree's giving us some opportunities, might as well seize the carp. That ever-elusive iron armor is getting much closer. Ooh, 3 nuggets of tin ore. High rollers. That's us. What's going on down here? Oh, that's the optimal way to kill one of those worms. See a little bit more ore. And something shiny to the right. I'm gonna guess it's very likely to be another one of those crimson pedestals, which we can hit with a hammer later. Alright, I like this. A little bit of an opening here. A couple bits of ore. And what's going on downtown? Not a whole lot. Alright, just a zombie there. And I see more ore on the right wall, so... Oh no, it terminates in a freaking lake! What a shame. Alright, well, we're not 100% sure that that's all there is down here. Maybe one of these walls will give way? Looks fairly solid. Not sure why I'm doing that. Also, before anybody else says it in the comments, yes, I'm aware there's a smart tool for picking the right tools. I just don't use it because I just don't. Like, it's... Old habits die hard. I played Terraria for a long time before they added that, and it was difficult for me to get accustomed to it. Not saying it's right or wrong to do it one way or the other. I know a lot of people probably would say that it's objectively wrong that I don't use it, but I think it's okay. I think I get the job done eventually anyway. I know I could also be using my keys to toggle through the hotbar more quickly. It's okay. I'm used to this roll wheel. Feels good for me. But yeah, I've gotten that comment pretty much on every Let's Play episode that I've ever put up. Somebody always has to tell me, you know, there's this tool. It's like, yeah, I know there's this tool. I got it. It's okay. We're gonna be fine here. Alright, so that looks like an okay chunk here. Let's grab all of that. And I think we will venture over to the right, because maybe later on we're gonna find more uses for these. Actually, these aren't the ones you hit with the hammer, are they? Those are the ones you sacrifice stuff to, or use them for crafting, something like that. I don't know, this part always goes by so fast that I hardly ever remember it for more than a few moments. Maybe I could put a little divot in the ground here, pop a bomb in there, see what happens. Let's speed this whole process up a little bit. I'd like to get a speedier pick, maybe, as well. Oh, I guess I don't need to. I've reached the hole in the wall. Is that all we've got? Oh, looks like maybe a little bit more over there. Okay, I can dig it. Quite literally. What about uptown? Nope, nothing up there. Oh, looks like we've got a whole open area underneath us. Fantastic. I dropped a little bit of yellow gel. I always think when I see the gel of various colors that it means that they're somehow special or different. I don't think it's that way. It's only the rainbow ones are fancy or different. All the rest of them just kind of get diluted back into the blue gel world. Just as an update also for people that are asking about the VODs, yes, I have said I am going to put them up, the expert mode VODs. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Encoding the NLSS takes like 5 hours, so that's pretty much my whole night, and I haven't gotten to break down the 8-hour stream yet. But I will as soon as I get a chance. Maybe by the end of the weekend I'll have something up for you, so, you know, keep watching. It'll be around. Also had people mention that they might be interested in seeing me do more than one episode of this per day. I hear you on that as well. I might like to do that as well, but I have to get a bit of a backlog before I'm allowed to, or able to. And right now, these take like an hour each to encode, and then the however long it takes to record them, then like another 45 minutes to upload them. Well, half an hour to 45 minutes, depending. So yeah, I need to get that backlog going, then I can consider doing that. So kind of the same memo when it comes to that as it does for the VODs. What's going on down here? I see this is opening up again. This is a weird little cave system. It's all little compartments. Maybe we need a little bit more consistent open areas inside of these walls here. What do you guys think about the new water system in Terraria? Do you like it? Are you in favor? I think it kind of looks more like Jello than it used to, which I'm not a super huge fan of. I don't think it's bad or anything, it's just, maybe I just got used to the other way. Do I want to go down there? Yeah, I probably do. I want to know that there's something happening before I dive in. Doesn't look like a lot's happening, though. It mostly just looks like yet another little compartment. Hey, look, more amethyst. That's exactly what I needed to finish off that set of, what was it, 15 for the hook? That was more than enough right there. Oh my god, this is a big chunk, actually. Alright, I'm into it. At the very least, maybe that's what we accomplished this episode. We built what we needed for a grappling hook. Which is, you know, in its own right, a pretty useful and important moment. What do we have here? Anything below? Yeah, actually there is something below there. It was a strange tile, too. What's going on in that? Did I find a gem cave? Because I'm super in favor of those. No, I would see stuff in the walls if it was a gem cave. It's just a different background, I guess. Alright. That's fine. I was expecting something more interesting than that, but evidently no. This is not the case. Let's pump some more torches up. Anything around? Do one of these. Ah! Roll. Okay. There is more. I said it rolled like I didn't expect it to roll. I guess I didn't expect it to roll that far back at me. A little bit more topaz never hurt. The more the merrier when it comes to gems. Is that all there was? Yeah, apparently it was just like one bit of topaz there. That's fine. Alright, a little tiny bit of tungsten in the wall. I shall grab you. And I think that's all we've got going on there. Now, what do we have here? I'd love to just really crack into a big old cave system, if we could. That way I have somewhere I know I can come back to next time to keep the exploration going. I like that. I like that just kept bouncing. We need more of that kind of business. Is that iron? I think that's iron, right? Yeah, it is iron. For some reason, it just looked like rocks. Being a big dummy about this whole ore collection thing. Alright, so maybe just like, what, 1 or 2 more sessions of looking for ores. And I think we should be good, and then we can start doing some serious digging and exploding of things. Then we'll head in the direction of the Crimson eventually, and, well, you know how the rest goes. Most likely we'll fight a boss. Well, the Eye of Cthulhu is also going to come into play at some point, too. We need to kill that thing, get its drops, and then we can start making demonite, or not demonite, whatever the resulting thing is from that. I think that's what lets us get into the crimson, right? And then we go from there. Alright, we're getting a little bit deep. Appreciate that. Bunch more tin. Don't appreciate that quite as much, but that's okay. And what are you? Oh, snails. Like weird cockroaches or something. Alright. Kind of wish maybe we found some more hearts, crystallized hearts down here, but it doesn't seem to be the case that we're finding that stuff. We're just kind of getting straight down into more and more ground. But eventually, we've got to link up with something bigger. It's just the way. It's the way of Terraria. I refuse to believe that we can continue on this path for this long and not find something of some import. Because right now, all we've gotten out of this episode has really been that little bit of amethyst and those, the spiked, whichever one I didn't have, the shoes, right? Yeah, the shoes. Now slime's gonna get involved. Did you really need to? Is it worth it? They don't even have brains. I don't know why I can talk to them so angrily. Just a bit of jelly floating around. I wonder if Ryan would be upset about slimes the same way he's upset with jellyfish, just for existing. It's not their fault they exist. They didn't ask to be created. Also, how the hell do jellyfish reproduce? They're basically just plastic bags floating in the water. I kind of wonder about it. Do they split or something? Maybe every time like something bumps into them, they split into another piece, and then that piece grows up to be its own jellyfish? So, like, maybe all of the jellyfish that have ever existed are descended of one giant jellyfish, and maybe one day they'll all form back together and cover the world in jelly. That's a pretty horrifying thought. I don't want to get covered in jelly. It's like getting glassed, but, like, gooier. All the stinging nettles. Okay, a little bit more amethyst. And it looks like we're transcending or descending layers here. Can't really use transcending in a negative sense, can you? As in, like, vertically negative. What is that? Is that silt? Or is that ash? Oh, it's silt. Yeah, if we get an extractinator, I could run that through there. Maybe get some diamonds out of it or something. We get that rare amber mosquito. You never know. Either way, it doesn't hurt to start harvesting it. Have a little bit of a reserve in my bank. Also, I should say, too, that I'm aware there is a feature now where you can, like, craft things directly out of chests. So I need to have my chests more in proximity of the anvil. I should probably address that at some point. Most likely I will, if I remember. But yeah, I do know. I did read the patch notes, by the way, so I am aware of mostly all of the things that are going on. Just whether or not I can implement them into gameplay is the other thing. Alright, are we going anywhere with this? It looks like we've got quite a bit of iron. But is there more? I'm gonna need... Oh, I see something. Oh yeah, we've got a cave over to the right. And a weird flickering light. There's some sort of H.R. Geiger alien invasion over there. Invalian invasion, yeah, that's what I said. Get up there. There we go. Good thing we can make air pockets. This would be a lot more difficult without those. Alright, we're on the cusp. This is just what we needed. And we get to dump the stupid water out, too. Makes it even better. Dump water, be free! Oh, it's gonna drop on top, isn't it? Okay, whatever. It's just silt. Silly, silly silt. Is that a frog making that sound? Hey, a heart! Fantastic, that's just what I wanted to. Alright, positive progress, guys. Just gonna grab this amethyst, and we'll head over there. What's the easiest way to do that? Maybe it'll come up through this. So what was flickering over here? Oh, there's a lot of bats. Quite a few bats, in fact. Don't do it. You best not kill me here. I'm gonna be very sad. Oh, crap. I can't see where I'm going. Alright, the bats can't get me underwater, at least. There's apparently 11 enemies nearby. Thank you, enemy counter. Became a bit of a recurring joke on the expert mode playthrough. It's like, it just kept taunting us with how many enemies were around. Like, as if we needed to know at all times. I mean, yeah, I put the thing there, but... Really gotta be the bearer of bad news all the time? Come on. Let's grab a little bit of dirt. I love that I have my dirt favorited. Like, I really need it that badly? I don't know. And it looks like my inventory is not full yet, so I always appreciate that quite a bit. And more health. Yay. I thought I had killed all of you. Yeah, that's a weird sound. Does sound a bit like a peeper frog, though. Can you go over there, please? Thank you. Just want to grab all of this iron ore and then see where we're left. And then perhaps we can get back to the house. Oh, it got brighter. What just happened there? Did I do a thing? Not sure why it got brighter. Oh, that fish is pissed. Oh my god. Fish almost killed me. Crap, there's no light. I can't see. I took my light away for no reason. Why did I do that? Also, what is that? Oh, is that what was making that horrible sound? Oh, there they are. Why did I put them all the way there? Some kind of weird lizard. Never seen you before. How do I... Oh, is it spitting at me? You better not spit at me. That's rude. I want that tungsten. Alright. I healed up. It's got 65 out of 65 health. I really want to just jump across. I'm worried, though, that it's going to spit on me and kill me when I'm not expecting it. How about this? Let's not engage the salamander. Yeah, let's get it lost in the ocean tides, and let's go through the back way. Oh, and then this black slime's going to get involved, isn't it? We need all this tungsten. I'm not going to leave it behind. I knew you were going to show up. It got darker again. Oh, I know what happened. The black slime made it dark, and then the thing wore off. That's, yeah, it's right here, the darkness. I need to look at my debuffs sometimes. I forget these are even a thing. Right, so now I can hardly see it all. Beautiful. That'll be gone in 1 second. There it is. It's awful having it be dark like that. I can get some night vision goggles. That's a real thing, by the way. Makes it lighter. Not by much, but it's enough that it's noticeable. And when I cut through one of these, it's going to start flooding. Do I have an escape route? I don't think I need to be that worried. The thing's down there. There we go. The jellyfish was, like, really worked up by that. And now I can hop over this way. And see what's up here. Lots of cobwebs is what I've noticed. Oh, we're right on the border of the ice world. Not a huge fan of the ice world right now. I mean, I get its point. I just don't want to be involved with it for a little bit yet. Let's pop on up there, grab a little bit of ore. See if there's anything else to the upper region. Ah, that was a great jump. I've noticed that maybe it's just me, but I feel like I drop jumps a lot more in this version than I used to. Probably just bad timing or something, but I don't know. I just feel like I keep falling off of things. Do they calculate angles differently or something like that in this version? Because that could be it too. I feel like a lot of the time I've had trouble. I've been trying to jump off an angled, sloped tile. Oh, I made it up. Didn't expect that. What's going on here? Is that gold? Looks like gold. Oh, that's sweet. first bit of gold. Perhaps I'll have a good start on enough to make a gold pickaxe. That's good news. I didn't expect to find this right now. And I think after this little bit of gold and iron over to the left, we're going to head back and see about regrouping and collecting our resources. See if we have enough to build any new armor, because I feel like we've got to be pretty close by now. That's a sizable iron or gold vein. Perhaps one of the bigger ones I've seen in totality. Is that another... There's another little cave over there on the right. I wonder if I have so much money that I could invest in buying a bunch of bombs. It's so much more just enjoyable clearing out these caves just by blowing everything up instead of doing it the old-fashioned way. Although once I get like a much faster pick, this won't even be a thing anymore. That's a while away. I want to count my chickens before they're picked. Mine picked. Is this just going to turn out to be a bunch of water? Might. Oh, found some random tungsten in the wall. And yes, I know I haven't picked up that ore that's behind me. I'll go back for it, don't worry. I'm just trying to make new paths for next time so I don't lose my place. Although, again, there's still the rest of the upper world to traverse. Although, if we're at the border of the ice world already, it seems like we're going to get to that border very quickly on top of the ground. So I guess I have to keep that in mind as well. Maybe this is actually the place to be. Also, did the winter biome... I'm calling it a different thing literally every time I talk about it. Can it end vertically? I bet it can, right? Because, like, did we go around it somehow? We keep pushing right, and it's not turned to winter again, so... What is going on down there? Oh, that's the snail from Super Metroid. The one that you kick around in Meridia, and it's, like, annoying and in the way all the time. It found its way into Terraria. Ah, there's the winter ice. I never thought I'd see these snails from another game here again. I hate these snails. They're, like, super annoying, but hopefully they're a little less annoying in this game. Alright. Oh, fantastic jump yet again. I'll be known for my fantastic jumps. Come on! Okay. Well, that's a bit pathetic, but, you know, I made it. So, what's going on in here? Oh, I see a crystal heart! Looks like we're gonna get 2 for the price of 1 today. As if there's some sort of, like, quota of how many hearts you're allowed to get per run, or per recording session. Also, like, the game knows how many recording sessions I'm involved in. A bit of an awkward way to hit them like this, but it does work. Just gonna take a bit. You know what? I don't have time for this junk. This is actually faster. Oh, geez, the mother slime's here. So it's gonna split into a bunch of its own sticky babies. You gotta really defend this little heart piece, huh? Back off. Back off. That's a lot of enemies that we just had come out of absolutely nowhere. Okay. We're finally done with that whole problem. And let's go up and grab this. Yeah, I can't shy away from the frozen tundra forever. That's actually, it's going to be the game now, so, like, can I name a different name for a winter biome every single time I say it? And yes, I know I'm still not getting that iron ore. I'm absolutely infatuated with the idea of seeing new areas. So much to the fact that I can't even just turn around for 3 seconds and investigate ones I've already seen. Let's go up there, I guess? Oh, slimes are here again. What? Was it getting hit on something? Oh, the frozen slimes are here too. Alright, well that's less desirable. Well, we have a path now. We know where we can go for progress. And we've got like a nice little inn if we're interested in doing that stuff. I'm hoping these will both fall. Yes, they did. Because that could have been pretty annoying if they're also barking up my tree. Alright, let's just get this ore, and we'll investigate that another time. Pretty sure that's a good spot, though. I think that's a place we can mark. That's a feature. Have they added that yet? Where we can, like, actively put marks on our maps if we want? I could see that being pretty handy. It's like, hey, like, over here, circle that. We need this over here. That's quite a bit of tin that I really don't need, but maybe I'll grab it anyway because it's here. I just can't let these veins of minerals just sit untaken. It's the promise of fortune and fame. It's too great. For real though, it's like a lot. Oh, weird jar. Who puts these jars in the middle of the freaking caves? I don't even know how they do that. This is the ancient Terrarians from 200,000 years ago, before the stone formed around them. They're collecting pots and jars and putting them in the walls. How sad if every jar came with a skeleton. Wow, that's dark. No, I guess they're just fossils. They're just historical reference at that point. It's weird how we kind of dehumanize things, isn't it? Like, after a while, when something is dead long enough, it's no longer really anything that's ever been living. There's no more emotional contact to that concept. It's just a thing that used to be. In fact, we get so far away from it that we can't even relate to it anymore as another living thing. We don't even know, like, if it's a thing that we can understand anymore. It could just be something totally different. Alright, that's... Actually, we got a bit of tungsten on this run. I'm pretty proud. Can't wait to add it up and see where we land. Alright, dump that water. There it goes. Look at it all. It's kind of like Jell-O. It's like not fully formed, like Jell-O that hasn't set completely. You know what I mean. It's been in the fridge, but not long enough. So it's like, it's a little sloshy, it's a little gelatinous, but it's not entirely firm. If you stick your finger in there, it'll envelop it instead of bounce off. That's the ideal. You want it to bounce right off, right? Oh, what are you? Ah, rude. We've had very few surprises, actually, with regard to that sort of thing. So I guess I can live with it. I would like to grab those, though. Where's the button for this arrow? Oh, it's on the edge of that cliff. Okay. Got it. I did not see it for a bit. Let's climb. And we climb, and we climb. Hey! Oh, no! Oh, I saved my life. I saved it. I just barely saved it. I can't handle this. This pressure's too high. Alright, we're going back. We can grab that stuff next time. That felt like a disaster waiting to happen. I just want to add up how much material we got and see what happens from there. Make some armor. Alright, crafting table. Tungsten bar. 19. That might be enough for something. 9 gold. Seemed like it would be more than that, but I guess that's pretty good. 62 iron. Oh, no, no, stop making anvils! Oh, I didn't want to make those. I'm gonna have this freaking collection of anvils. This is gonna be the next in-joke. Freaking Nick's got 2,000 anvils because he just keeps clicking on them for some reason. What is wrong with me? Tungsten bricks. I'm just looking to see if there's anything interesting here that I couldn't craft before. Alright, I think we're good. So let's see real quick. So amethyst hook takes just 15 amethyst. We can make that straight away. Like, done. Got it. Amethyst hook equipped. Now I put it in my equipment area. It is now hookable. Bam. So right there, that'll make traversing that last area much, much easier. Let's combine our bricks real quick, too. So we got 29 tungsten now. And we'll actually quick stack them this time. It'd be cool if you could designate the chest as, like, this is a materials ore chest or something, and, like, put all of the items that could go in this chest there. That seems like a good mod, actually. And then it'll sort of sort itself out from that. 9 gold bars. Yeah, that's not enough for that. We can make a gold broadsword. It's 13 versus the 8 we have on the spear. That might be advisable. And we actually have enough to make a tungsten armor piece of some kind. Well, at the very least, let's do what we needed to do for real and get this, the iron armor up and running. It's about time that we did that. It's gonna run through pretty much everything we've got, but it's worth it. So long, Cactus Armor, you will be missed. I will have to set up a place to put you on a pedestal, so we can look at you for future reference. Remember what the past people of Terraria wore before they were stuck in caves where they put pots. I don't know. Alright, so that's pretty much going to do it then. It looks like we've got a little bit of armor going on. We've got a grappling hook. These are the things that we needed to start us off strong. And we've got a good direction to head in for next time. Which is we need to grab this emerald pile up in the ceiling, and we need to go investigate maybe the beginnings of this ice zone until we find a yeti or some angry beast that's going to kill me in one hit. And I guess we'll finish walking to the right and see what that's all about. And plus, now that I've got a grappling hook, it should make going to the left easier as well. Also, let's not forget, we want stars. Stars are always great. You know, that hook is not actually that bad. It's a decent length. And how many stars do I have? Is that 1? Okay, well, we'll get our MP sorted out. It won't take that long. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching and for your continued support. If you're still enjoying the series, make sure you leave a like. It does definitely help me out a bit. And I will see you again tomorrow for another. And now we can cross the landscape a little bit faster, too. Isn't that great? It's a minor speed up, but, you know, it's useful, I think. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.